Guys, this is AJ here from Just Teaching Stuff. Hope you guys are well. Guys, today I'm doing a very quick comparison between Leonardo AI and Midjourney AI, trying to produce something with the same prompt, really, just to see and have a look at its features, which one is better, which one works best. Because to be honest with you, I'm a Midjourney guy, but you know what? Leonardo AI has impressed me so much, and I really think it's an amazing tool to use too. So without further ado, I'm on Leonardo AI right now. This is what you're going to see when you get into this. And obviously, if you're on Midjourney, this is what you see when you get into this. Now, obviously, on Midjourney, you got your showcase. You can sign in, obviously. Yeah, so the showcase on Midjourney is simply just images, and you can type in images to see. These are all the images from the community that they produce. So you can click on anything. If I just click on that, you can see also the sort of prompt that they've used, which is nice to see. And again, similarly, if you once you've logged into Leonardo AI, it's a similar sort of format where here you'd get your dashboard once you've logged in, and then you've got your showcase, all the images that can be produced. And once you click on it again, you see these wonderful prompts that people have used to create this amazing thing that they've got. I must say, look, I like the layout of Leonardo. I do like the way it looks. You know, once you get understanding on how everything works on the site, and it's quite easy, especially if you're mainly doing image generation. Then really, you're clicking this and you're using that. Other things you can do like motion and things like that. But if you're doing image generation, images, then pretty much that's mostly what you're going to be using. And then obviously once you get into it, you just click image generation when you want to specifically put your prompt in and create these amazing images. Okay, so obviously for me, let's get into this, right? For Leonardo, once you go into image generation, I'm just going to get rid of something that I created earlier. I'm going to put a prompt in that I like, like just showing you obviously something. I'm going to put in a prompt that I would like to do a comparison to with regards to okay, so what I've done is I've just put a prompt together, which I've literally pasted in now. So I want some kind of Easter watercolor Easter bunny in a sort of garden, these sort of Easter eggs, that sort of Easter image basically. But what I'm going to do is the thing about this is I want to see if this the same prompt produces for Midjourney and for Leonardo. I'm going to use exact same prompt for both softwares just to kind of see. But just to let you know, in terms of Leonardo AI, how it works is on the side, just so you know, you get your tokens here. So if you're on a subscription, obviously these are the different subscriptions. If you pay monthly or if you pay yearly, then it's there. If you're going for a free version, then you can use the free version. Check out the link in my description for free access. And it's fantastic. I'll tell you why, because you get 150 tokens every single day, right? Every single day. And that's pretty cool. But if you obviously want to use it, which I will be doing for many things and for many designs, then it makes a lot of sense to go on the subscription. And you get a few more features as well. So once you're in image generation, guys, just to remind you, see what's nice is it kept my prompt. It didn't even get rid of it. You can go to image generation from here, or you can go to image generation from here. Very simple with Leonardo AI. And then it comes up, right? There it is. It's at the top. I pasted the prompt in. Now you can produce 4 images or however many images, but don't forget it will take tokens, right? So these tokens are here. You get 150 daily. Every 24 hours it renews, and then it takes tokens for what you're going to use. So I'm going to go for certain fine tuning as well, because you have to pay sometimes for different fine tuning. So if I go for anime style, dynamic, illustrative, render, sketch style, you can go for different types of added, if you like, modeling to it, and then different elements to it. Here you got more element styles that you can add to it. You can see it here. Yeah. So there's a lot of features that you can add to your designs is what I'm saying. And then there's also other ones that you could do. And these are the sizes on the side, output resolution here you've got on the side, and you can even type in the exact size that you want your image to be, which is cool. But yeah, this is the sort of, I'm giving you a basic rundown so I can give you a quick comparison of these two. But yeah, I've just typed in the prompt here, and I'm going to leave it for now. Then I'm going to go over to Midjourney, where I've already logged in. So I'm actually on my Discord. because obviously with Midjourney, you go on a Discord. At the time of doing this video, probably changed by then. These are all the designs that I've already produced. I've just been producing some designs, but actually, let me just go to Leonardo and copy that prompt, so it's exactly the same. Copy that prompt and go here. Now, obviously, I'm already on a sort of subscription with Midjourney, so it's not going to cost me tokens to do this. But what it is how Midjourney works is, so I'm gonna do it on Midjourney, right? So I'm gonna paste in the prompt. First of all, you have to do / and imagine, right? Now, obviously, you have different settings, just so you guys know. You've got different settings where you have different versions of Midjourney, and depending on what version you will be using, will affect the sort of how the look of the design is. So you've got, at the moment, we've got version 6 at the time of doing this video. There are other versions there, and you've got different stylization and variation modes which you can use. But I'm going to keep it at version 5.2. I kind of like it for what I want to produce. So I'm going to go / imagine. That's how we do. Now remember, with Midjourney, if you haven't been on it before, you kind of have to get onto a Discord. That's where you produce your designs, right? It's very different to Leonardo AI. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to paste my prompt, and then once I pasted my prompt, I clicked enter, and then it's going to produce for me my 4 different design ideas, right? Now, just bear in mind, see how quick it takes. We'll compare both of them, see how the design looks for both of them. They're obviously, look, with AI, it's always going to spit out different ideas, different designs, but I want to get this general design similar, which is a watercolor image of Easter spring, cute Easter bunny kind of idea with clothing and colorful eggs. Just that nice, cool design for Easter. Now you can see already it's at 62%. It's producing for me 4 really cute, nice, different design ideas, which I can then use. 93%. Yeah, they're all quite nice, all different, slightly different, which I can sort of choose which one I want to use. Okay, that one's got the Easter eggs more than the others, so I'm going to probably use this one. Actually, this one's quite cute as well. They're both quite cute, but this one's probably the cutest looking bunny, to be fair. But let me go to Upscale 1. So what I do is I go to U1. I can regenerate, which means that I can create more different versions, or I can just go to use, where I can upscale, right? Make that resolution better, or I can go to more versions of something that I like, right? But for the sake of this video, I want to be quite quick, so I've just upscaled this one, right? Quite nice. This is it. And then what I can do is I can upscale it by 4, which means that it's going to be really good resolution, right? But literally, I would take that image then once I upscaled it, open in browser, and save it in my documents. And literally, I'm pretty much done, okay? Now, let's just have a look very quickly at Leonardo AI. Let's see what they're going to do for me. So this is my prompt, and I'm going to click generate. I'm going to use 20 tokens in this case, and then I'm going to go to my generation history because it should start coming up on there, really. There you go. Okay, let's see how long this one takes. Again, let's see in terms of time-wise, producing these, how long it takes. Should be kind of similar, to be fair. Wow, look at this. So what do you think of this, guys? Do you think they're similar? Look at that. That is amazing. Obviously, the size is different because I did specify a slightly different size on this one, but really nice, isn't it? What do you think, guys? I mean, obviously, this is where you download it. This is your download button. This is where you can copy to clipart. Here you can actually click and remove the background. So if I wanted to get rid of that white background, I can do that. Here is where you can upscale. There's different upscaling: alchemy upscale, smooth upscale. There's different types: crisp upscale, and another upscale as well. But obviously these take more tokens from you, so you would need to pay for these tokens when you do this. So yeah, I mean, these are the 2 different types of AI when I do my quick comparison, especially in terms of comparison with the image prompt generation. I think it's always very important when you use the same prompt side by side. It gives you a good idea of how they both are. But look, I mean, this one's quite easy. I can just download it, which I'm doing right now. It's downloaded. And again, with Midjourney, let me just go back very quickly, looking at their designs. Remember, they did a similar thing where they did 4 ideas. And I think with Midjourney, though, for sure, I think at the minute, because it's on a Discord, so anybody that knows what Discord looks like knows how it all kind of looks in terms of its format and how it displays information and so forth. So this is your Discord. I think when you look at the Leonardo AI, obviously, it's a slightly different thing. It looks kind of, I guess, more polished. But yeah, I think you know, side by side, you know, in terms of what they produce, they're both pretty cool. They both produce something of a similar nature as well, to be fair to them. But yeah, you know, you kind of have to look at what you want to do and choose the one for you. I personally am going to use both of them. I love Midjourney. I've been using it for a very long time, but I'm using Leonardo now, and I think I'm going to be using it a lot more in the future. So yeah, check out Leonardo. They're free access to play around with it, try it out. But yeah, that's the very quick image generation comparison between Midjourney and Leonardo AI. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you want to see, and I'll do another video if you want to see something else, guys. If you like the video, please hit the like, subscribe, smash that notification bell, and I shall see you on the next one. Take care.